nice to meet you. I'm going to be conducting your examination for today. How are you feeling? Not great. Yeah, that's to be expected in this situation. So, from what I can see in my chart, you are in for a potential head injury that you want to get checked out. Yeah, okay. Well, before we get started, since head injuries can be quite serious, I need to ask you a couple of questions to make sure you don't need more emergent care. First one being, have you been experiencing any loss of consciousness or fainting? No. Okay. Yeah, that's a big sign of something more serious that we would want to get you into an emergency room for. So that's very good that you haven't had any of that happening. My next question for you is, have you suffered any confusion? For instance, if you've gone somewhere or been doing an activity and you kind of forget how you got there or don't know what's going on, just general loss of attentiveness and ability to understand the situation you are in. No. Okay. That is also a good sign. And have you had any problems walking or balancing when you stand up? No. Okay. So, what exactly happened when you fell down the stairs? Okay, well, do you remember where the majority of the force hit your head? If you could just show me right now. Side. Okay. Yes, I do see a lump and some bruising, but that isn't uncommon for people who, hit their head very hard in one spot. So we will take a look at that more later, but first I want to conduct some neurological tests to make sure you're not suffering from something more serious. So our first course of action is going to be to test your vision. Give me one moment. I get my cards out. So I'm just going to show you a couple of images, letters, and numbers. And I just need you to tell me what you see. So our first picture is this. I want you to tell me what you see right there. Good. See? Easy. And now I want you to tell me what you see here. Good. And what do you see here? I know, maybe a little difficult to tell, but just use your best judgment. Good. And what is this? Perfect. And lastly, what is this? Good. Very, very good. Okay, well, your image processing capabilities don't seem compromised. So next we're going to move on to the letters. Can you read me this line right here? Good. And can you read me this series of numbers right here? Perfect. Okay, you're doing great. So we have two more. This one, we only have one image. What do you see here? Good. And what is this specific piece of the image? Good. And what is this? Good. And what is this tiny little line right here? Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the letters again. And lastly, the numbers. Good. Great job. We have our last image, which is a bit more chaotic, so just do your best in interpreting it. What do you see in the background here? What does that look like to you? Good. And what do you think this is? Yes. Good. And this? Good. And lastly, what are these three objects? Perfect. Okay. And once again, for the last time, let's move on to the letters. Good. And then the numbers. You did great. I can tell your vision doesn't seem to be compromised in any way. And you haven't had any blurriness or trouble with double vision, right? Good. Okay, so no vision problems that we can see. Let me write that down. Image processing. No vision problems. And do you wear any prescription eyeglasses or contacts? Okay. Good. Well, next we can move on to our hearing segment. I'm going to be testing your hearing on your left and your right side individually, so we can see if you're having any trouble processing sounds on either side of your ears. So first, I'm going to start by just doing some simple snapping. Tell me which side you hear this on. Good. And again. Same side, yes. And again. Good. Good. Okay, now we're going to try a different sound. Tell me what this sounds like to you with your eyes closed, please. Clicking, yes, exactly. Our next sound, keep your eyes closed for me, please. 1 second while I grab my item. Okay. Keep them closed. Okay, so what did that sound like to you? Tapping, yes, correct. And did you notice a stronger sound on either side? Either your left or your right ear? No. Our next segment is going to test the sensation you have around your ears and your face. I'm going to start with this ear over here. I'm just going to feel the top of your ear. I want you to let me know if any part lacks sensation or if you have any numbness. Okay, now I'm touching the front of your ear. Is that where you're feeling the sensation? Good. Good. Okay, now the other ear. Top of your ear. sensations you are feeling in a different area of the ear than I was actually touching? No. Okay, good. That's great. We're going to do that with the rest of your face now. So I'm going to start with your cheek. Just going to pat your cheek. Pat. You can feel every part of your cheek, correct? Good. How about this cheek? Just going to pat the skin. Let me know if anything feels strange or numb. Okay, good. Now your forehead. Any numbness there? No, good. Now down the bridge of your nose. On the sides of your nose. Any numbness? Good. Now your mouth. Any numbness? No. Good. Okay. Well, looks like you're doing great so far. A couple more things I want to take a look at. Second. So, I couldn't really see a change in pupil dilation. That can be a big sign of a concussion. Say if this pupil is bigger than this one, that can be a big indicator. I don't see any differences, but I'm going to have to take a closer look at your eyes really quick. So I'm going to be shining a light into your eye to see if dilation occurs normally and to make sure that each pupil is the same size. Look from the side of your eye now. Good. Sorry that the light is a bit bright, but I do need to see how your eyes react to bright light. Good. So your pupils look like they are the same size, and they are both reacting to the light in the way that they should. The side again. Good. This side. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to need you to follow the light with your eyes. I'm going to be taking a side look at how they move. I'm going to switch sides in a second. Okay, good. I'm going to look from this side while you do the same exact thing. Good. 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 I'm going to take a frontal view, doing the same exact thing once again. Great. Okay. looking wonderful so far, which is really, really good news. So we are almost finished. So during that, did you notice your eyes hurting in response to the light at all, or if certain eye movements were causing discomfort? No? Okay, let me get that written down. So, no discomfort, no light sensitivity. Awesome. Well, thankfully, you're not displaying any symptoms of this being a serious concussion or any other type of serious injury. Okay, so before we finish up, I want to take a look at your actual injury. The lump on your head and the bruising around it. Your hair is short, so it's kind of easier to see, whereas someone with long hair would be a bit less fortunate because we may have to shave, but your hair is definitely short enough where we don't have to do that. And you said it's mostly concentrated right here, correct? Okay, I'm going to take a look around your head and other spots just to make sure that we're not missing anything. So I can tell the bruising has a bigger spread than the lump on your head, so it doesn't look too bad though. I don't see anything else noticeable. This is really the only area that you're displaying like trauma from force. So far, the rest of your head looks great. Take a look above you. Yep. No, you are looking great. So is that one area which I'm sure is causing you a lot of discomfort, especially when you lay down, correct? Yeah, okay. Well, from what I can tell, you don't need any sort of medication for symptoms of the injury besides pain. So I'm going to send you off with some pain medicine and something to help with the swelling. But as far as I can tell, you have not seriously injured yourself, thank goodness. I'm glad you came in to get it checked out just in case, though. That is so important, especially when it comes to, the head and the brain. We don't really want to mess with any of that stuff, so I'm glad you took it seriously. But that should do it. I will send you off with a script for some pain medicine, and you can be on your way. Good. Well, I hope you feel better, and I hope that this swelling goes down a bit in the next couple of days. You should be a-okay soon. Great. Well, if you ever need anything else or are concerned about your health in any way, feel free to come back anytime, and I would be glad to see you. Yeah. Have a good night.